last night I watched the movie called Leave No Trace. This is a 2018 film by director Debra Grank. I think she directed before the Jennifer Lawrence film, I think Winterborn, and I haven't seen that one yet, but anyway, this is kind of acclaimed film by this director, and it got lots of awards, and Rotten Tomato is 100% acclaim. And this is kind of based on the true story. I think the book is called My Abandonment, and by Peter Rock. And it's about this father and a daughter. Daughter is about 13 years old. Father probably about 40, late 30s to 40 probably. But father is the Iraq war or Afghanistan war veteran. He came back to U.S. after the war, and post traumatic stress disorder, and so he kind of refused to live in a society in the U.S. They live in Portland, Oregon area, and so father and daughter. I don't know who is the mother is. There is no mention about mother, but daughter is already 13 years old, and evidently they lived, alone together. And but the father, since father is not, like having a difficulty getting to the society again. So he lives in a this vast naturalistic park near Portland, Oregon, and it's like a forest type of wood, and beautiful scenery there, and so they kind of live in that area with makeshift tent, makeshift kitchen, all these things. There's no cabins or anything. It's just outside. So I would assume they are living in probably in the warmer months, because winter time is kind of difficult to live outside. But I'm not sure. But anyway, so they enjoy living there with beautiful natural environments. And they go once in a while to buy supplies and the food and stuff to the city, and they come home. And so they're kind of a freewheeling lifestyle there, and I think daughter and the father kind of enjoys that. However, just once there's this jogger spotted them, and so he reported to the police, and they came with this sniffling dog, and so dog found the father, and so father said, "Oh, okay, come out." And daughter's name is Tom, I think, and so both of them are kind of arrested or sent to social workers. And the social workers are very nice people. They're understanding. They're trying to evaluate with them, evaluate their situation, mental situations and everything. And but they decided to give them some shelter, like a cabin or something like that, small cabin, in exchange of this father working for this farm, like a Christmas tree farm or something. So they lived there for a while, and social workers visiting them once in a while, but father realized that that's not his place to live. He really eager to go back to the wilderness where they used to live. So they kind of decided to do that, and the daughter, I think they love each other very much, and but the daughter is growing up, and she sees the society versus this living alone with father in the woods. So they kind of try to she kind of evaluates what is a good thing and what is her feeling about living with her father alone in the wood like this. And slowly, I think she realized that that's not the way to do it. I think the reason is because I think society itself is not bad for her, for the family. They have been very nice. I think social services is very nice to them, and also sometimes they went to this community in the wood. There are trailers and there's a small cabin and so forth. A small community, like a hippie type of people living there, but they are also very nice to them, accommodating their presence and giving them like a one trailer to live there. And so she liked it, and he liked it too, probably. And but the reason why they ended up with a particular community is that father got unconscious with this bad injury of a foot, and so daughter has to find him, and so they found it, and they kind of took them in. And so yeah, that's a kind of a gist of the story, and I don't want to spoil the endings or anything, but it's about this daughter, 13 years old daughter, realizing that is a good way to go in future, and so forth. So all through this particular movie is about PTSD in one hand, but the other hand is the beauty of living in nature, living in a survival type of living in the woods. I think there's some excitement, some entertainment for them too. It's very free. Nobody knows where they are, and so they enjoy themselves. But slowly the daughter become a little bit aware of the situation, and the movie is kind of a long, and it's kind of a slow moving maybe, but very as a hiker, mountain lovers, it's very interesting to see how they survive there, and how this father wants to live in that kind of condition. And I kind of halfway understand, but halfway I don't understand, because he was given the opportunity, tremendous opportunity to go back to the society working, but he refused to do that. And I think that part, it's a little bit his psychological mental stage is damaged because of the war experience, I would say. And so yeah, I like this movie, and I recommend that people see this movie from the two point of view. I think one is that what is to take to live in that kind of a condition in the world alone, isolated from the society. The other thing is that yeah, you cannot live alone like that, or you have to go back to the community or society to live together with people and working for their futures and so forth. So I think that's the 2 points there, and yeah, in that sense, I think it's interesting. But overall, for me, I think this living in the woods fascinated me, and how they live, and I think it's exactly that I get the enjoyment when I go camping, and I cook from the fire, and sleep in the tent, and without any heat or anything, right? And so those things I really liked, but at the same time I also felt that yeah, there's people who cannot get over this traumatic incidents that you had before, and you kind of avoid the societies, or it's very difficult to get back into working conditions. So that's another thing there. So the movie is called Leave No Trace, 2018, and this 13-year-old actor is Thomas Mackenzie. She's great in it, and the father is Ben Foster, and he is also great. And all the other actors in there is also very nice, very kind of a realistic portrayal of the people who live in off the grid, right? Yeah, very interesting. So I recommend this particular movie. I really enjoy it myself. Okay, bye.